Good morning, third grade. Today is Tuesday, February 18th, 2020. Let's take a look at today's agenda. All right. I pause so that you could say, always and forever, homeroom first. So this week is the week of February 17th through the 21st. My planner. And this will always and forever homeroom first, and then second should be your planner. Always, 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 always. And I always say it. I hope you listen. Print this out, please, so you can scratch things off. So as you can see, I made Monday red because we had off for President's Day. So we have Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. And rather than trying to cram 5 days worth of work into 4 days, we're just going to have like the first 4 days of our module, and then we'll finish up on Monday for English. For math and social studies, we'll be able to get through everything, but for English, we're just going to wrap up on Monday, and we'll just work on like a 4-1 cycle for a while until we even back out. So, I'm instead of going through all this and like double working and like overflowing your brains, I'm just going to let you read through all this, and I'll go over everything in the lessons. Your spelling, words, and vocabulary words are down here, and you have room for extra notes and reminders. Learning Lab, I have Learning Lab for LG students, which is K through 4 today from 10:30 to 11:30 on Zoom. Our morning work this morning, it's Trivia Tuesday. So since yesterday was President's Day, you're going to test your knowledge on the presidents of the United States. So this game is super cool because you read the question and then you answer it. So which American president was a national hero when America was young? Well, George Washington was our first president, so that's who I went with. And I have a blue ribbon, so I answered correctly, and it gives me a little tidbit. Then you go to the next question. The president had a wife whose first name was Martha, but her last name was not Washington. So Martha Washington was George Washington's wife, but there's another president whose wife's first name was Martha. I said John Adams, and that was incorrect. So the bookworm here tells me I need to think again, and it gives me a little tidbit about John Adams. So I go back and try again. Okay. My math A learner. Oh no, I skipped English. Oh, don't do that. English is so important. All right, so assignments due by midnight on 2/23/20, which is Sunday. Your reading quiz, you have 2 attempts available. Grammar quiz, you have 2 attempts available. So again, if you take it the first time and you don't do so well, you could take it a second time and I'll take the highest score. Save the assignments in pink. You will upload them next week. So just because there's only 2 assignments to turn in on Sunday does not mean that you get cut slack. You need to do the assignments in pink, which there's 4 of them, to turn in to me next week whenever we finish the module. So Monday we were off. Tuesday, which is today, we're going to do 24.1. You will have 2 weekly work assignments for me that you will do and then save to turn in. You have reading pre-work and a journal entry. Then tomorrow, you'll have more reading pre-work and a writing pre-write. Thursday, you don't have anything to turn in. Then Friday, you have your 2 quizzes. So today, we're doing 24.1. So what are we learning about today? This week, our focus is on glaciers. So we learned about weather and natural disasters. Now we're learning about glaciers. Do you know what a glacier is? Well, if you take a look at the picture, it'll give you a hint. So we're going to start off today by looking over our spelling and vocab words, then discuss the text features of nonfiction, then take a closer look at adverbs again, and then we'll discuss opinion paragraphs and finish up with the journal entry. So your spelling words, we have irregular words again, so there's no pattern, you just have to memorize them. And there is a video to watch that introduce the words, and they are listed on your planner. Vocabulary words that go with the glacier story are in here, and the words are listed in your planner. For reading, we're going to take a look at text features and nonfiction. So remember, nonfiction is based on fact, not fake, nonfiction, NF. So we read nonfiction to learn more about a topic. And this week, we're reading a nonfiction text about glaciers to learn more about them. Nonfiction is set up much differently than fiction, which is fake, FF, not true. In nonfiction, we find things like headings, graphs, charts, pictures with captions, sidebars, maps, bulleted lists, and diagrams. You won't find many of these things in a fictional story. These features help to organize the information we are reading and present it in different ways. When you read Glaciers this week, think about how these features are used and how they help you understand what you are reading. So which text feature do you think you will find most helpful when you are reading nonfiction, and why? So instead of writing your response here, because it won't turn it into me, you're going to write it on a Google Doc or pencil and paper to turn that into me for your weekly work. For grammar, we're continuing learning about adverbs. So we know that they're words that describe verbs. They tell us where, when, or how the action takes place. Just like adjectives, adverbs make our writing more descriptive and interesting. So they aren't interesting, though, if we keep using the same ones over and over and over. So that could quickly become boring when we're writing. So there's a little self-check here I'd like you to do. All right, writing. So this week we'll be writing an opinion paragraph. What is that? Well, does the word opinion means? Well, if someone asks for your opinion about something, what are they asking for? So you're going to read a little bit about that. And then your journal entry. You're going to write a little journal entry that answers this question. What do you think is happening in this picture? And that is in opinion. There's a hint about the page before. And this you'll turn in for me for your weekly work next week. I lost my train of thought. Oh, you can do this on the special paper, Google Doc, pencil and paper, whatever you'd like. All right, now Math A. My Math A learners, this week you're going to turn in your addition to multiplication notes assignment and your addition to multiplication quiz. Today you have the addition to multiplication lesson, which is where your notes come in. And then tomorrow and Thursday you have IXL practice. Friday you'll take your quiz. For Math B, you are very similar. You have your lesson today and your notes that go with it. Then tomorrow and Thursday you'll do IXL practice. Friday you'll take your quiz. So by the end of the week you're going to turn in your lesson notes and your quiz, and there are 2 attempts available. That's for Math A as well, and I'm not sure if I wrote that down, but for both you have 2 attempts. I'll take the highest score. For your lesson, there's a video lesson and a textbook lesson. No science this week. We had it last week. We are doing social studies. So you're going to do, I set it up the same way as last week. You turn this in for a grade and a frog. So it is required to complete this assignment in full to get your 20 points for this week's social studies. And this will also in turn earn you a frog. So you're going to do engage today, explore and explain tomorrow, evaluate Thursday, and elaborate and express on Friday, and then turn in the assignment. You click on this link or this link, and it'll take you to the same thing. You're going to watch the video walkthrough, complete the lesson, and then upload your work, which is explain, respond to the free prompts, elaborate, respond to the free prompts on page 3, and express your reflection. All right, I believe that is all. So have a wonderful day and reach out with any questions.